Hi, everybody. It's me, Bonkai922. Okay, I just watched episode 2 of Penny Dreadful. This season might be better than last. All right, maybe I'm a little too forward, but what the fuck happened? All right, this episode was even more crazy than last week's. Okay, so pretty much we have several plot lines discovered in this episode of season 3, episode 2. We have Ethan, who's in New Mexico, who's now been vindicated. Well, not really. He just escaped the law with these guys who are trying to send him to um to his father, which is Talbot, the land that Talbot control in New Mexico, and I believe this is New Mexico. So that's basically happened. We have that plot line. Then we have the plot line of Malcolm with this Indian dude whose name I do not know, so don't expect me to remember the guy's name. This Indian dude, Native American. And we find out in this episode that the Native American dude first encountered Ethan when there was blood on his face and he killed the guy's family. And Ethan wanted this guy to kill him, but he didn't because he wanted him to suffer, supposedly. Okay, we have that, which is those two plot lines are colliding with one another. That's going to happen. They're going to meet up. It's so obvious. Okay, then we've got Dorian Gray and Lily. That plot line seemingly is probably going to collide with Dr. Frankenstein and his plot line. We didn't get the Frankenstein monster in this episode, because we didn't. So that happened. We also have Vanessa. Oh, God. Vanessa Ives. What? This episode was just as crazy as last week. Let's start with what happened with Dr. Frankenstein. Let's start with that. No. Let's start with Dorian Gray and Lily. Beginning of the episode. So they go to this. I had no idea what this place was. It's like an underground, one of those secret places, this underground place where what they do is pretty disgusting. They take a woman that's naked. I think that's what they do. They just take random people and they bring them to this place, and there's this guy that beats the shit out of them and mutilates them, kills them essentially, and mutilates them. So they go to this place. They take this girl. They're about to mutilate them. And what happens? Dorian Gray and Lily just legit kill everyone in the room that is in this place, in this area, in this one room. Just kill everyone. Everyone's dead. Dead serious. That's what they did. So they kill everybody. And they take the little girl with them. There's so much. Guess what? That's the beginning of the episode. So let that swim in your head for a little while. The rest of the plot line with Dorian Gray and Lily for the episode is they take this girl with them, the girl that was going to be killed, and it's kind of a weird situation. She's mostly sleeping in this bedroom, and she eventually goes downstairs, and this goes into another thing where she kind of has a conversation with Lily, mostly with Lily. Um, and she's kind of rude. The girl's rude a little bit, but she opens up eventually, because she wants to stand, and they ask her to sit down, and um, it's kind of a funny situation where Lily's saying how, oh, those men were the monsters, and we saved you, and do you want us to forgive them? I'm like, should I? And, one of those things. So they basically take this girl. Essentially, the whole plot line with Dorian Gray and Lily is this: they're going around killing people that obviously are evil, so to speak. At least that's what I'm thinking. The end part of Lily with this plotline in this episode we have is she goes outside and she notices Dr. Frankenstein's outside, look, sitting on a bench. So she confronts him, tells him, to leave. Take all your memories and romance and everything and just take it with you and leave. Essentially what she says. Um, and he says, "Oh, I want to save you." He's gotten on this whole thing, Dr. Frankenstein. He wants to save Lily, and so on and so forth. So that's basically what this is driving into. On that note, let's talk about Dr. Frankenstein. Well, he's with Dr. Jekyll in an insane asylum. No, I'm dead serious. They're in an insane asylum. Dead shit. Dead. Well, it's more like a place to help people. People who are cannibals and criminally insane and out of their fucking rocker. Well, one crazy thing does happen. He does show him his lab. It's across the street. It's an insane asylum. And they had a little conversation about duality of man with light and dark and, so on and so forth. And I'm really interested in this plot line because I'm just wondering, is there going to be any chance where we're going to see Dr. Jekyll actually turn into Mr. Hyde? I'm just wondering because so far we haven't. It's only been 2 episodes. You can't really expect much. But I would like to see this happen. It's kind of interesting. I want to see it happen if it's possible. But pretty much this whole story here, what's going on here in this episode with them, is showing his lab and everything, and telling about what he does with the patients and his experiments, and he wants to know if he can change Lily back to what she was before. And I'll say, oh, about love, saying it'll make her love you. That's a different scenario. But they do actually do something. They get a guy who's off his rocker, who supposedly killed. And actually, there was a funny scene because they went from a lesbian scene with Lily and the girl they saved to this guy going fucking nuts in the barber chair. What they do is this weird concoction that Dr. Jekyll makes and he puts in a syringe, puts it in the guy's neck. He gets better. And I'm dead serious. And he was a mess, this guy. This guy was in the chair and he had his teeth were rotting. It was just totally horrible. He got better. Son of a bitch. So that basically happened there. And that's all that really happened with Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Dr. Jekyll and Dr. Frankenstein. Then we had Ethan. Okay, so this just went to shit. We have Malcolm with this Indian guy. He actually talks to Ethan. Not physically, spiritually. He does this. He does, and we're now going into the realm of Native Americans, which is kind of interesting. This is kind of interesting. We're going from London to New Mexico, West Coast, America. On the West Coast with New Mexico. I believe this is New Mexico. I could be wrong though. And He actually does a bunch. He says some words in Native American tongue. He puts this whole little spread on the table on the ship that they're at, and he actually talks to Ethan. And I already told you about what he said to Malcolm about how, he when he first met Ethan. So, um, he confronts Ethan in a spiritual form and tells him, he's going to basically Ethan's stating he's going to end it. He's going to end it with his father and everything else, and then that's going to be it. And he says, "Don't come," and so on and so forth. But the Native American guy is telling him he's going to come and save him. And this ends with Ethan waking up. Another scene shows up with Ethan in a bar, and he confronts a woman who is one of the family members of that Native American's family. Name eludes me. I apologize. I don't remember the family name, but he tells the woman to leave because of the full moon, and this results in her leaving. But she asks if she can do anything to help him, so and so forth, and what happens is he turns into a werewolf. He kills everyone there. Guess who's in the room with him? The witch, who escaped. They kill everyone in the fucking room, and they're just staring at each other. God, it is getting more insane. Penny Dreadful season 3. So that happens. Now, as far as that's concerned, what's going on with fucking everything is just out of whack. What's going on with Dr. Jekyll and Frankenstein? What's going on with Dorian Gray? These two plot lines, that's gonna explode big time. Now this plot line with Ethan, I seriously see him fighting Dracula. I see it happening. I do. So we got that plot line. Now let's talk about Vanessa. Oh God. Holy shit. What happened here? So she talks to the therapist and basically lays it all out. Bare bones, tells her everything about her faith, about what happened, about cheating, going after Mina's fiance, everything. Dude with the glasses is a spy for Dracula. So he's listening in also. So he eventually what happens is he does get the 411 on Vanessa through that, because they have this weird recording thing. It's England in the late what have you, so it's old fashioned. But he listens to the recording, and basically she bears her soul, Vanessa, and she leaves. She talks to guy from that guy. The guy in the museum, the animals and stuff. She talks to him. Eventually, what transpires is she asks him out on a date to go see Jules Verne's Nemo. Okay, so they do that, and it's and here's the thing: what we find out at the end credit scene, I'm surprised by it, and I was like, but I should have saw it coming, and I didn't, and that's what's really shocking. So she leaves, Vanessa. She goes home, and she's writing her little letter to Malcolm, and she's wondering. Oh, she's noticing that he's going to go, to America, wondering if she's going to see Chandler, our Mr. Chandler, and that results in the guy with the 4 eyes seeing Dracula. He's drinking his blood, right? He got all those crazy minions everywhere. They pan up, show you who it is. It's the fucking guy from the museum who she went on a date with. Are you fucking kidding me? Really, Penny Dreadful? Really? No one's safe in this show. No one is safe. Nobody. You've got Ethan. The wall's on his tail, and now he's with this witch. Then you got what's going on with Dorian, and now you have this. This is bull. This is fucking ridiculous. She just fought off witches and Satan, and now she has to deal with Dracula. And it's the guy from the museum. I should have known something was up with him. I mean, come on. Look at him. Looks like Dracula. Jesus. This one, it's just set up ridiculous. 5 out of 5. I'm sorry. It's just another stellar episode. Just like, Jesus. It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop, Penny Dreadful. It doesn't stop. It keeps me on the edge of my seat. And I'm like, damn it. One episode? Can you have one episode where you're not trying to kill me and give me a heart attack? But that's what happened. It was all the events that have occurred so far. And this is only episode 2. This is episode 2. I thought episode 1 was insane. Now we know the identity of who's Dracula. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. If this turns out as crazy as season 2. Oh, by the way, my brother, he's watching it now. Penny Dreadful. He's watching from season 1. I'm like, yeah. Wait till you get to the rest. But I just can't believe it. This show never stops. It's always suspenseful. It's so goddamn suspenseful. My God. So I could only imagine. I have no idea what's going to go down. The way things have been going, it's so dire. It's so dire. I have nothing else to add. But I'm Kind of Troy 2. I'll see you guys later. How the are they getting out of this? Vanessa, Ethan. I mean, Dorian Gray and Dr. Frankenstein, that whole thing. We'll see where that goes. But man, shit's going in. It's going in. I'll see you guys later. Peace.